everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride. And they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Raiders going up against the Steelers. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
2 teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Andrew Billings in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Raiders will take possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Card out of throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. shotgun now for Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Hey. Let's go. V19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Out left side here to Bryant. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, it's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
To throw is Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to Bryant. Stays on his feet, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Gun.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and that'll make it 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Hey, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McKinnon. And And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
False start, offense.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. He's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And now here come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Carl try it again on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free free safety made the best play, an interception.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's McKinnon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So we've reached half. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the 3rd.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Brought in by Walford, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot.
And that's blocked. The Steelers get it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Marquette King now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of...
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now McKinnon to start the drive. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Pass interference, defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. First thrown out for the backup Kessler. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing his car on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And fourth down coming up.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. run it with McKinnon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. Left side here to Sanders. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Kessler now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kessler. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Kessler. It's caught by Sanders. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And they'll go on the ground. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down following the run. Shotgun now for Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Forced out to his left. Able to shake him off. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
On 1st and 10, it's Kessler. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the toss, Bernard. And he is going to... Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. but 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Kessler on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and 2, Kessler looks to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on 1st is Kessler. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10. Here's Kessler again. Finding time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Kessler. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. Another pistol look here. Kessler off play action. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and long, it's Kessler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Kessler. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
False start, offense.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
116. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Shotgun snap, Kessler. He's got time in the pocket. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Kessler will throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Raiders, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.